Continuing this road trip, we're in Houston, taking on obviously the Houston Rockets, coming off of a loss against the LA Lakers, where we could have stole that win from them, but we fall short. I think John Wall is here. Yeah, he is, but I think he's still injured if he's not day to day still.
So the Rockets win the tip.
Nope, he is completely healed from his shoulder strain, it looks like.
It's why the salary cap comes into play, Kevin.
And I get defensive breakdown first play of the game.
Offices find a way year after year.
And so the Houston Rockets get the first points of the ball game.
Come on, George. Now you get blocked by Tice. Not really playing that well lately. We've been hot and cold. Haven't had a good stretch of games lately. Oh my god, Ibaka. That's not Ibaka, that was Leonard. I looked at Ibaka though. Houston's mascot was just standing there.
Still refining his shot release, still working on getting others involved, but we haven't seen a two-guard into the league.
What in the world?
In quite some time.
Here's Watanabe. He's covered by Leonard. Green kicks the wall.
Immediately?
Good.
Are you kidding me, Wall?
Wall's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Yeah, there's just such a grittiness, such a toughness.
I'm down 6-0 early.
Nice finish through contact.
Leonard inside. MP finds Jackson. Ibaka sets the pick for Jackson. Drives to the hoop. And
oh my god, if that didn't go in.
Not an easy basket for Jackson. He doesn't shoot a really high percentage, but he does make a lot of tough hoops.
Now,
I gotta do a better job of stopping
Taking a
Wall.
look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game, and that one is good.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Here's Leonard, following the score by Houston. Back to MP. And he drives in.
Come on, Ibaka. Let's go. Wood couldn't do anything about that.
Including rolling quickly after setting that screen.
Green dishes the Wall. Passes to Tice. Back to Wall. Tice against George. Tice kicks to Wood. Jacks up a three, and it's the Clippers with the rebound.
Last time they met was in
Los Angeles.
And the last time they were able to come away with that win because of their depth. Great production.
Okay, I was going to say.
Bench can make or break you in a particular game, and that was a total team effort, no question.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Sent away with authority. They retain possession. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Leonard the pass to Ibaka. Ibaka, no luck. Rockets leading by 4. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up.
Not really doing much here on offense.
Well, I spoke briefly with Jeff Hornacek. Going against one of the elite players in the league in Kawhi Leonard, he knows they have their work cut out for them. Coach said Kawhi is the complete player. He doesn't make mistakes. We can't count on them losing
They're
this
not
game.
missing
We need
anything.
to win it for ourselves. So they will try and be the aggressors tonight. Try. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks so much, David. Here's MP after the made shot from Christian Wood. Floats one up. Wood with the block.
Oh my god, what am I doing?
Aggressive block there by Wood. He's not going to shy away from competing defensively.
I was trying to call for the pass, ended up passing it back.
Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
How do we get defensive breakdown if he had to adjust to me?
They're starting to really work the ball inside.
Makes no sense.
There's the pass to MP. And it's in.
Thank you.
Nice runs off the right side.
Little
Well,
mid-range.
Kawhi Leonard has improved his passing ability on time and on target. Yes, sir.
Ball against MP to the inside. Wood can't hit.
Come on, Leonard.
Boy, a
Let
little
me get that.
indecisive. I think he wanted to kick it out, changed his mind, and ended up missing.
I don't know how Jackson got so open, but we'll take it.
It's easy to forget about Jackson's bunnies, but he's more than happy to remind you.
And it's the Rockets
Whoa.
with the ball after the Clippers pick up 2, and they get it back.
Almost got dropped.
George against Tice. Wall, an easy 2 points on the way.
But I don't get defensive breakdown for that. Makes no sense. I get benched already. Down by 3.
Clippers trail by 3. They've got Christian Wood. Porter is out there with Wall, and it's Watanabe.
Green light straight off the
That's
bench.
the 5 for Houston right now.
And the lack of effort to
tie
fight
game.
over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses
Come
rather
on.
than putting in the work to get over screens.
I mean, the number of points they've
Come on,
scored in the
George.
paint
All the way.
already here
Oh, great
is
pass.
eye-opening.
Just kidding.
Jackson finds MP. Pass to Ibaka.
Oh my God,
Outside for
Ibaka.
Jackson. Over Porter. And it's off the back rim. No good. The Rockets shooting in offensive execution has been beyond great there. 63% from the floor in this game. Leonard with
Let's
the steal.
go.
And here comes Leonard leading the fast break.
Oh, that was
Here's
a
George. And the
It
layup
works.
is good after
It
an
works.
on-sleep pass.
All that
George
matters.
has got it all tied up now for the Clippers.
Well, superstars understand that contact is part of the game. Paul George willing to play through it.
And there's the foul.
Come on, Ibaka.
That's the way, Brad.
That is his
Keep
first
a
foul of the
handle on
game.
this game.
Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in.
Jesus. Ball's just running around
Here's
everywhere.
Watanabe. He's covered by Leonard. 5 to shoot. Pass to Watanabe.
Well, we call that defensive chops, right? Paul George is draped all over his man. He will not give up anything easy.
Ibaka with the screen on Wall. Here's MP. Outside for Jackson. Kept alive. MP outside. Ibaka sets the pick for Jackson. Left side, Ibaka.
Oh
Porter
my
with
God,
the steal.
Ibaka.
Fires for 3. And the 3 ball is good.
What in the
Porter's got
world?
6.
You simply must play better defense than that. This guy is too good from distance.
George finds Ibaka. In the corner, it's MP. The shot's good on the
Bang.
assist by George. 8 points for MP.
Yeah, really smart move
Still
by Paul
leading the
George.
NBA in
He's a
three-point
ready
percentage.
shooter instead of forcing his own shot.
And there's the foul. It goes on Serge Ibaka.
Ibaka, that's the second
That's
time
foul
this
number
quarter.
2 for him.
Well, that's his second foul. Does he take a more cautious approach here the rest of the half?
Daniel Tice is checked in for Houston. Now here's Wall. He's got 10.
Of course, Wall has 10.
6 to shoot. Here's Watanabe. That's in, and
Too
he
easy
found
for
his
him.
range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Leonard looking over the floor.
But you want me to stand on that
Ibaka
side
sets
now?
the pick for Leonard. Second shot opportunity, and it's good on the way.
You make the more difficult
Leonard's got his
shot,
first
okay.
basket.
And they haven't
Makes
been able
sense.
to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Back to Tice. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance.
That's his first personal foul. Third team foul. At the line for the Rockets,
Come on, come on, come on,
You
come
know,
on.
Kevin, I'm not sure I'm going to define it necessarily by shooting guard,
Third
small
ball.
forward, power forward, or
What?
center. I think what I would say is it's always great to play with guys who have the ability to think the game quickly and at a high level, because those who can think it and combine that with skill are the most dangerous guys on the floor.
Now here's Wall. He seems to always
outta
be
here.
finding ways to score, averaging around 23.5 points a game. George finds Leonard. MP against Wood. MP passes to Hartenstein. MP, that's
Oh, that was
for
a
two.
terrible
And
shot.
trying for the go-ahead
Holy
basket.
cow.
It doesn't go in. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Lakers put on a show. He scored 18 points, but it was his season high in rebounds that really stood out. That performance is what we've come to expect during this great run of his. And we'll see if he can continue to stay hot.
Thanks for the report, DA. Greg, phenomenal effort
I
by
mean,
him in that last
Porter was just right there.
The team to victory.
What in the world?
Let's give credit to his teammates for continuing to find this guy. They knew he had the hot hand, and they were willing to ride it all night long.
Here is Wall. After the made shot from Christian Wood. Shot's good by Watanabe.
I don't get
And
it.
now we'll get a perspective.
Tell me to switch at the wrong times.
How it's been going for the Rockets.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
One more thing they've done well is challenge shooters and change shots. A lot of blocks early.
On the wing, Porter. Back to Wall. Tice with a screen on MP.
George.
This seems to be the new breed of point guards who can play above the rim. Wall finishing with style.
They need this. MP, no good. Houston
Kidding me?
leading by 8. Outside, Wall. Passes it to Watanabe. MP against Wall.
Of course.
The 9-foot shot. Count that as his
It's not.
second
He
field goal in 9
switched.
tries. He's shooting
Makes no
78%.
sense.
Well, this guy flat out carrying the load for them offensively. He is taking and making good shots. What a terrific job.
Now, here is George. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Lakers in Los Angeles. MP passes to
Oh
George.
my god.
Blocking foul called on.
Blocking foul.
That's his second personal foul.
Bars.
Kidding me. Wow. We're down by 19 to the Rockets. Okay.
With a score, your Rockets.
That's interesting.
54. The Clippers. 45.
What in the
Exceptional
world?
performance from John Wall.
He had a fast pass to the lane that first half. Got inside on demand.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far the
that,
defense has
George.
not been able to counter it.
Kidding me?
Second half of basketball.
One
And
job.
presented by
Literally had
Gatorade.
one
The
job.
team's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. Setting the floor for the Clippers. The stars of the team, Leonard and George, are the forwards. MP is out there with Jackson, and it's Ibaka in at the 5, roaming the paint.
At least we
I
made
have
something.
always loved the intensity with which Serge Ibaka plays, especially on the glass. He understands how to use his length.
Wood with the screen for Wall. Off the mark there
Let's
with the
go.
three-point shot. And so George will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Trailing
What?
by 17. And the layup's good off the glass.
Why'd I
George has
pull
got
up?
his second bucket.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And it's Wall. That's an
can't,
assist
I
from
can't.
Green. Green's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight.
Game is
Clippers trail by
just
17.
dumb.
On the wing, MP. Looking for Ibaka. He gets it there. Back to MP. No good with the triple.
I don't.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot
Give me
his
the
way
rebound,
out of
please.
it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
To the middle. Here's George. 2
Rockets foul. Daniel Tice. That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
But it's his ability as a defender that stands out. Great
15-point deficit.
On that
And we come back.
Houston
Time will tell.
Porter's checked
Ball
in.
is out the game. Maybe this is our time.
He's been playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game. Porter passes to Wood. The shot's good. 6 points for Christian Wood.
Don't play any defense.
And with Paul George and his defense, Greg, you almost forget how great of an impact it makes.
He just kind of flies under the radar with his defensive
I gotta
play.
stop shooting.
I mean, this guy
Good
could be considered
lord.
for
My
the
shooting
defensive player
percentage
of
is
the year
probably
almost
terrible.
every year. One of the more disruptive forces on that end of the floor.
And finished off by Wood.
What in the world? What am I supposed to do?
He's not going to get cheated when he takes it to the rim.
And Ibaka slams it
Just
in.
do that.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
Probably gonna get subbed out here soon.
The drive by Green. The rebound by Ibaka. Ibaka's got 5 rebounds tonight. MV passes to George.
Go.
And it's George finishing it off.
Well, one of the most difficult things to guard in the NBA is the pick and roll, and Paul George is so adept at creating in those opportunities.
Now the pass to Porter.
What?
No good on the 3. Clippers trail by 15. On the wing, MV. 8 points for him. To the inside, it's deflected.
Why?
Porter with the steal. Green deciding where to go with it. Houston moving it around.
Come on.
Double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stop.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, mid-range jumpers are something of a lost art these days. They're still practiced by superstars like Kawhi Leonard. Coach Ty Lue said, why not work on the shots that teams are giving up? Down the stretch, mid-range shots win games. Playoffs, too. If you shoot it at a high
Doesn't
clip,
make any
it's
sense.
just as good as a 3 for me. Guys?
And they do shoot it at a good clip, and they rely on it quite a bit. David, thank you. Leonard, that's for 2.
Kawhi.
Off the left rim.
What are these shots?
Rockets leading by 17. Here's Porter, and it's blocked by Ibaka.
Boy, great extension from Ibaka. His length always a factor.
A different look.
Get benched. What happened?
In this one.
Why are we down
Look
by
at his numbers this
28?
season, he's had a respectable number, 77%.
And so it's Houston.
That's the end of the third quarter with the score.
I don't understand. I really don't. I'm on the bench again. Coach,
Come on, to switch here.
what is the reason?
MV's checked in. So it's the Rockets now. The
Good
backcourt
God.
made up of Wall and Green. Ken Burch is out there with Danielson.
Marcus Morris Sr. That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Largely predicated on speed, the ability to get downhill, but boy, he has added strength to that incredibly long frame. He has been a force to be reckoned with.
MP
Ibaka.
passes to Ibaka. Good.
There you go.
And the assist goes to MP.
Well, there's incredible height and reach and length and touch from the inside when we're talking about Serge Ibaka.
It's Wall with the drive. And he converts the layup. Wall's got 24.
Defensive
Those are the kinds of
breakdown.
plays that are just killing them right now.
I'm literally right there.
MP outside. It's good from long
There we go.
range.
And it seems as if someone got their signals crossed. If he can wind up that open from three-point range, I'm sure that was not a part of the game plan.
Wall passes to Birch. Endorsed in the landscape of the NBA, there are those organizations that seem to have a hard time building a winner. What is it they lack, in your opinion, that's holding them back?
Well,
Oh, I got a
success in
rebound.
any
Let's go.
field of endeavor usually involves a multi-pronged effort. So in the NBA, it starts with ownership. Are they committed to winning? Then you have to look at your front office. Do they do a good job drafting talent? Do they understand what goes into
What?
team building and quality trades? To the head coach, how modern is he and what is his philosophy? Down to it's about
Let's go,
the
we're
players
running.
ultimately. Do you have the stars that can drive winning?
MP finds Johnson. Richardson outside. Down low, 6 on the shot clock.
Come on,
Shoots the
Morris.
three. That shot, no
You've
good.
got to
The
be
Rockets
kidding
go
me.
the other way with it. House the pass to Birch. The kick out to Wall. Back to Birch. On the wing, Green.
Oh, that's my man.
And it's Green with the jam.
Interesting.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Where was the
We'll take it.
defense? No fighting through the pick, no rotation. My goodness.
And here's Green. He'll bring it up
We're
for
down
Houston.
by 27.
Outside, Wall. Here he goes. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line.
I don't think I haven't gotten called for defensive breakdown yet.
Oh, and if you're defending, you've got to get your money's worth.
Houston making some changes. Christian Wood comes in for Ken Birch. And Kevin Porter's subbed in for Green. And then for Los Angeles, Hartenstein, he's checked in for Marcus Morris. And it's Batum in for Johnson. Here's Batum. It's rebounded by Houston.
I can't buy a
Wood's
shot.
got his 5th rebound right now in the game. To the right side. Outside, House. No
Hit
good
that.
on the shot.
Go.
And the Clippers will come the other way. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Count it, good.
I'm just
15
shooting.
points for MP.
Well, defensively, to me, you've got to do a better job communicating once the screen comes.
Here's Wall. It's blocked.
Let's go.
And they get it back.
Come on. Of course they get it back.
Here's Garuba. Another shot. And the layup good by Wall.
I'm right
Wall's got 10
there.
points here in the second half.
Makes
All
no
right, defensively
sense.
now, you've got to find a way to slow this guy down because he's putting it to you.
And here's MP for 3. The
Yikes.
Clippers get another chance here. Batum finds MP.
Yikes.
Looking now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Rockets.
And I like how they've taken the high percentage shot in the paint. In that first half, we saw them
Okay.
doing it.
Okay.
They've continued to succeed as the game has worn on.
They've gotten out on the break over and over tonight as well. A lot of baskets coming in transition.
Get that out of
The
here.
Clippers making a change.
Just kidding.
Bledsoe's checked in.
John Wall has an incredibly high basketball IQ, so you find the shooter and get it into their hands.
Ibaka with the screen on Wall. The drive by MP. Out of bounds. Houston
That's
takes
not a
possession.
turnover by me. What? Oh my goodness. Not having a great time right now.
Here is Wall. Scoring at will. He's had it going on offense.
And it's not as if the defense hasn't focused on it, but he is just at a level right now offensively where you can't.
Don't tell me switch now.
Here's Wood. And finished off by Wood.
And creating the second chance opportunity there.
Wood
a
has
nose for the
21
ball
points.
and the length to make the play.
MP passes to Hartenstein. Kicks it out to MP. Pass to man. Down Down to 5 on the shot clock. Los
You
Angeles
can't even
with
hit
another miss.
those.
The Rockets have gone 6 of 13, so just above 46% on their field goal attempts here in the quarter. Here's Wall.
That's
And that'll
on
be 2 free
me?
throws
Are you
coming up.
kidding me?
Number 29. That's his third personal foul. Third team foul.
MVP?
Time on the
Are we
floor.
kidding?
The intangible with the winner, with the loser. What criteria do you use when you vote on that award?
Well, there's so much that goes into this because number one, how skilled are you? You have to be
Oh
one of the
my
most skilled
goodness
players in the league, in my
gracious.
estimation. Number two, how much do you influence winning? But the fact of the matter is, most MVPs finish in the top 2 or 3 in their respective conferences. So that's another criteria. I'm just going to say this to you. I will actually poll NBA players as I come across them in the season, talking about these awards, these first, second, third team All-NBA, because they're the guys lining up opposite and know what goes into what these guys do.
Batum, screen on Wall.
What in the-
Inside. Whoops, they pick off the pass.
Oh, it's not. I literally aimed the thing to someone else.
Nice work on the board. It's paying off with the basket. Wall's got
Get me
12
outta
now
here.
in this quarter.
Well, be opportunistic, right?
Why am I
Ball
still in the
comes
game,
off
coach?
The window, go get it and create an opportunity. John Wall does just that.
Wall with the steal.
Wanted to pass it
and
to
here we go.
Batum.
Wall's got it, the fast break chance.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show.
Thank the Lord, because Jesus, that was
Shot
terrible.
blocking turned out to give them a big advantage in this game.
Yeah, excellent defense around the rim there, Kevin. That they were disciplined and focused.
And it'll advance their win total up to 12 on the season.
And so they're able to even up the season series at a game apiece with one left to play, exacting a little revenge and really saving face. They did not
You
want
have to
go
play the
down
Rockets
2-0.
next
And what a
game.
tremendous standout performance it was for John Wall.
It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
MP against Wall. MP passes to Hartenstein. Clippers moving the ball around. A 3 from MP. Gets the three-pointer to
That
fall.
goes in.
It works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected
How
to
does
the
that
hip
go
of
in?
the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Wall passes to Garuba. Back to Wall. Passes it to Garuba. 6 to shoot. Kicks to Green. Over Bledsoe. And that one goes long. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. To the paint. Ibaka, no luck.
I don't understand. Just dunk the ball.
MP against Wall. So we see the Rockets taking the win here.
Just get me out of here. Goodness. This was a terrible game. 22 points, 1 rebound, 6 assists. All around, terrible game.